Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Make sure you go on Spotify, on Apple Music, Amazon. Type in PoPolitickin. Listen to my interviews since 2008. 1212 and place to be with Nasty Nile. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I can't complain, man. Thanks for having me up here for real, man.
No, why you call you Nasty Nile?
People just been calling me that since college, man. Like my sophomore year of college, it's been being calling that. So I don't know. I just been running with the name since then.
You ever saw Life?
Yeah, I saw Life. Yeah.
It was like, they'd be like, why you always doing that nasty shit, Ray? Because I'm a nasty nigga, that's why. Where you from?
I'm from Hampton, Virginia.
All right, man. So let me know about your background, your earliest memories of music.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm from Hampton. I really didn't really ever think about making music until like 2 years ago. But I always loved music. Like growing up, like my favorite rapper was 50 Cent. Like religiously. All I was listening to was 50 Cent, a lot of Jay-Z back then. And then when I got like in high school and stuff, that's when I really started tapping in with like the J. Cole's, the Kendricks and stuff like that. But like I always loved music, but I ain't really never even think about making music in my life. Like I was always like an athlete type thing, playing ball or playing like volleyball or something like that. But I always loved music though.
So what made you start making music?
One of my friends, he was like making music, and then I just pulled up on him one day, and they wanted me to hop on a song, just play around, and I did it, and I really liked it, and I just took it as like really like writing in a diary type thing, like just me just getting things off of my mind and like off my chest that I wouldn't say to anybody else, or I just wouldn't say at all, and I can just do it in my music. So that's why if you hear my music, it's a lot. I'm going deep. I'm talking about a lot of things because that's where I talk about it at. I don't really talk to too many other people about the stuff that I say in my music in real life. So that's another reason I really wanted to get into it.
So what do you say your story is as an artist? Like what do you try to talk about in your music and get across in your music?
Yeah, I'm just my story is just how I grew up, like the ups, the downs, and I'm just really trying to tell my story and just people around me stories. I don't have the big thug story. I don't have any other type of story. I've seen things. I've had friends that have too. So I just take everything that I grew up around, people that I grew up around, and I take our stories and I intertwine them in the music and try to make the best music I can make it, you know?
Yeah, how would you describe your sound?
Um, I don't know. I don't want to say like old school, but like probably a little bit more to the old school because I really focus on bars. I really focus on lyricism. I really focus on like delivery and things like that. Um as of right now, I'm trying to get on different beats, but like like when I first started making music, it was a lot on like the more boom bap beats and things like that. But that's something I'm trying to evolve now, just hopping on different beats and things like that. But like my style would be more of like just heavy lyricism, making sure that I'm always saying something that you can feel and I'm saying it in a cool way and making sure like the bars are really hitting.
So what's your creative process?
It takes it takes me a while to write, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Like unless I hit the beat is just hitting and that beat is crazy, then I can just go off top and just write. But like if I'm kind of messing with the beat and I like it, but it's not that crazy, like I sit down, it could take me up to a week to write. It could take me up to like 3 weeks sometimes, but like it just depends on the day. Like some days I can knock out a verse or knock out a song quick, and some days I'm just like I don't know, it's taking me longer because I really focus on every word. Like every word I say, I just really want to make sure I'm getting my point across and make sure I'm saying things that really pertain to me or the message that I'm putting out there. So sometimes that really takes a long time, or sometimes it can take quick. So it varies though.
What's your current projects right now?
So my first project I put out, it was called Untold Stories. Put that out in 2019, like around this time last year. Um I dropped I'm Not Perfect in like the like April of 2020, around that time, April, May of 2020. And I just dropped like three weeks ago, I just dropped my project Drunk Diary. And the reception I've been getting from it's been great. I feel like through since I've been dropping projects, every single project I've grew, and that's what it's about for me. Like I've grown every single project, and also it's just like more people have been getting on to the music every project. So that's the great thing that I'm seeing. So it's dope right now. I'm happy, man.
And then what are some ways you I guess develop your craft right now? So you say you're getting better each time. How are you getting better?
Yeah, writing, man. Just it's like I take this as a full-time job. Like as soon as I get off work, as soon as I'm done doing things I need to finish during my day, all I'm really doing is writing. All I'm doing is really thinking of different ways I can approach songs, different type of flows, different things I can speak about. And I'm taking it as like a craft. Like if I was a ball player, getting in the gym every day, making sure I'm getting my shots up, making sure I'm running, make sure I'm doing that. So that's what I'm doing with this every day, making sure it's not a day that goes by that I'm not writing something or I'm not listening to beats, thinking about ways I can like do different things. So just the consistency of just always writing and just trying to record and do different things with my style. So I feel like me doing that is getting me way better.
You know how athletes study film. So how do you, what kind of film you study?
Oh, when I've like still to this day, but like when I was coming up really trying to get into the lyricism bag, all I did was look at old Big L stuff, listen to all his old stuff, listen to freestyles, things like that, going back listening to Jay-Z, going back listening to Nas, things like that, and just really trying to pick apart how pick apart their flows, pick apart how they did things, different cadences and things like that, just going back, getting my knowledge up and just seeing like where like what they did to become great and things like that. So I really studied that a lot. Those three a lot, especially.
Yeah,
And Big, I went back and listened to a lot of Big and just really tapped in with his 2 albums.
yeah. I don't know if you listen to. I've been like, I kind of like it, man. I've been watching a lot of the URL, like the battle rapping now. You watch that any?
Yeah, I watch it. I watch it a little bit. I got a couple people that I really mess with off in there. Like Daylight is fucking crazy.
Crazy.
Daylight is insane. Like that's somebody like I just start like really listening to his music and like going to when I watch them battles, picking apart what he says, because like he's a monster. Like I don't think anybody messing with him. Maybe Loaded Lux, maybe. And Loaded Lux is crazy too, but Daylight is just different to me.
Yeah, they had the one I watched. It was on Caffeine. It was the Kings versus the Queens. So the
Mm-hmm.
girls was battling the guys, and some of them girls was getting them.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I just like how it's like it just grew into its own thing now. Like they're not necessarily mainstream, but they have their own following. They got their own fan base. Like I said, they're on Caffeine now. So
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, damn, that shit went from just them DVDs to this now. So that's what I like about it.
And a bunch of them is like off of their credibility ability.
Even like they was on like Wilding Out, some of them.
A bunch of them, like somebody like Sue Surface over here getting like mad notice from his albums and music like that right now. So it's a bunch of them that come from that they just are able to take over in different lanes and things like that.
So there you go. Yeah, Sue Surf, that's a past guest too. Shout out to Sue Surf. If you
Right.
remember our interview. Yeah, so what else what's the plan for the rest of the year?
Man, just keep working. I got at least for this video, I got at least 3 more videos that I'm trying to push out. I got a 2-pack, just a little 2-pack of 2 songs that I just recorded that I'm trying to put out in the beginning of December, probably middle of December. I got to pick, but it's just I'm just trying to keep working, man. Keep working for 2020 and come right back in 2021 with another dope project and just keep going. I ain't trying to stop, man.
What team you got on? Look like you trying to hide your team.
Oh no, it ain't even a team. It's one of my homeboys. It's one of my homeboys' hoodies. So yeah, one of my
The
homeboys.
hat.
Oh, the hat. Oh, it's the LSU hat, man. I'm wearing it for fashion, man. It's
Oh.
for fashion, man.
So who your teams?
So I'm from Virginia, so all we really can root for is the Redskins, but I ain't never been a Redskins fan. I was a hard Peyton Manning fan, like growing up, like that was like my favorite player. So I was always like a Colts fan. Then I went to Denver, but after he left, I ain't really got on too many other football teams like that. But I still watch Denver play from now and then. But like growing up, it was Peyton Manning. So I'm a, like a OG Colts and Denver fan.
You like the Wizards, right?
I used to love the Wizards. Like I used to go to every Wizards game. Like growing up, like my father, we used to go to DC almost like at least 4 times a year, just go to games and stuff like that. And Gilbert Arenas was one of my favorite players of all time. Is one of my favorite players of all time.
So what happened? Ain't your team no more?
I don't know, man. I ain't been rocking with him since I got older, man. I'm more of a player. Like I like players. Like so right now my favorite player in the league is Kawhi. So I rock with the Clippers a little bit. I wanted to see the Clippers win this year.
I would say, what you think about how it was? It came out that some of the players was mad how he on that schedule. So some of the players, like the old school Clipper players that was already there, they didn't really like that much. So they was complaining about it. Did you hear about that?
About complaining about what schedule? Like,
They was complaining about, you know how Leonard was kind of like he wasn't playing the full schedule.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I guess like it was like all them old school Clippers, Beverly,
Mm-hmm.
Harold, and another dude. They said they was complaining talking about I guess that shit wasn't fair him doing that all the time. So I was just saying
Yeah, I feel it, and I mean, at my opinion is you if you healthy and things like that, you should play. But at the end of the day, like we all know that he been dealing with like that ankle injury and things like that. I don't know the current state of it, but shit, if he need to sit down them games, let him sit down so he can at least be ready in the playoffs. Because you don't want this nigga out there just doing everything during the regular season and he tweak his ankle again, or he's just out of it and he can't do nothing in playoffs. But right now, they like he should have played because we got our ass kicked out anyway by Denver. So they probably mad now.
yeah, they actually was saying I guess he came out and said y'all need a point guard.
Really?
Yeah, and then I guess now since they saying they need a point guard, they talking about they want Rondo.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that they trying to like get at Rondo. I don't know. I think Rondo need to sit where he at. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like right now and at his age, he should just stay with LA. I don't know unless he really just trying to chase a bag because I don't really know who's really gonna give him that much of a crazy contract because he is older and injury prone. So I say you stay with a guarantee act because you know LA gonna offer him something again.
They talking about LA might try to get Rose though.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I like him. I don't know, man. They need to get somebody else though for next year because
Bradley Beal, I heard they talking to him too.
yeah, I know. I'm saying the Warriors gonna be back next year, so they got
Yeah.
somebody. But shit, I don't know. I guess it just depends who the Lakers get because I still think if the Warriors ain't gonna be able to handle the Lakers get another big. Like they have it like how they had with AD and Dwight Howard
Mm-hmm.
or whoever, Cousins or McGee. Shit,
Yeah.
Wizards can't do that little shit they be doing. That shit ain't gonna work. Like they gotta have some centers, and some power forwards.
Yeah, no, like you right. They gonna have to get a big. Warriors definitely gonna have to get a big, but I'm trying to see what Brooklyn gonna look like next year with KD and Kyrie back. I want to see what they're gonna do, and they got DeAndre there too. So,
But I guess since the shit got pushed back, it's about to start soon, right? It's not that
December I heard is the starting.
yeah, that shit tight. That's why I said actually it's some good shit that happened through this little corona shit that I like. I like how the sports shit be. The sports shit tight now. Like for a minute we didn't have no sports, but it got for a minute like it was like you remember it was like one day it was like all the sports was on at the same day. It was like the first time ever that all the sports was on the same day.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So shit, let me see what else. We talked about your interests. Shit, what else, man? What else? How Corona been affecting you, or has it affected you any?
It really hasn't affected me personally like that. I've been safe, healthy, all that. It's just really been letting me sit back, really think in introspective ways, really get me writing a lot. I've been saving more money than I was when it wasn't happening, other than going out doing all kind of other nonsense. But yeah, really just helped me be creative. I just been writing, really hitting the stew a lot, and just working on my craft more. So it's been good for me, even though it has been like a whole mess in the world, people catching it, having deaths like that. That's the like messed up part. But like me personally, I really can't complain. I just pray to everybody else who has been affected by it and things like that. They good and they
Yeah,
families are.
I guess they saying like I was reading about something. They saying it's like I forgot what they call it, but it's basically like you getting depressed from the pandemic. So people they saying like now people are getting depressed because they can't go out or do nothing. I'm like, Oh my,
That's crazy to me. I mean, I'm not to judge, but it's just like, man,
you gotta know how
sit
to
down.
you sit
Sit
your
down.
ass down sometimes.
Sit down, man.
I said,
Like,
y'all ain't black shit. Mom said, sit your ass down. You just get
facts.
little,
You gonna be sitting down.
yeah. Especially during spring break, boy. You know, spring break, they had to work, but you at home. You want
Facts. You ain't
shit.
going nowhere.
You had no goddamn summer vacation. That's no vacation, not going to school. Shit. You shit sitting
Still
there
sitting
at the house.
at that house.
Playing game all day. You play the game so long, you get tired. You be trying to figure out what to do. Shit.
Facts.
All right, man. Then what would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Man, just keep supporting. Got some videos coming out. Hopefully next week I'm dropping another one. And just follow me on Instagram. Keep playing the music. If you mess with it, tell a friend. Just keep telling people about me. I'm really trying to do this. So I appreciate the love from you having me up here and just everything, man.
Yeah, we said we be doing an indie rap battle contest you might want to get into.
Word.
Yeah, it'd be like how we're doing it now. It'd be like we get like 16 artists or 8 artists. Then it'd be song versus song. So you give me a song, they give me a song. Then we got the people voting on it. Then whoever wins go to the next round.
I'm definitely trying to do that.
We giving out money, and I give out like 200, and we're getting our trophies. But we're on the one coming up is our 6th one. We had probably like 40 people in it so far. And we'll be getting celebrity judges most of the time.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna tap in with you about that and try to sign up for that. That's something I'm interested in.
All right, for sure. Then what would you like to say to your any shout outs to your social media?
Shout out to my social media, the Nasty Nile. Follow me at Nasty Nile. My other page that me and my boy run, the Vuyu International page. That's something like we just created together as 2 creatives, just trying to support each other's stuff. And yeah, that's about it. Shout out 757, all my homies.
So you say you were around for like you started like 2 years ago?
Yeah, probably like 2. Taking it serious, probably like 2 years, a year and a half.
All right, man. So stay at it, man.
That's what I'm gonna do,
I want
man.
to see you stopping the shit. I want to see you keep going.
Hell no, man. And that ain't happening. It's all the foot on the gas, man.
Some people get they get like unmotivated and they stop.
Thanks.
Your stuff, like I say, you actually like I said when I heard you say your song, because I don't like it, I just want to hit you back. But I was hitting back. I was like, all right, sounds good. So don't keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate you, fam.